For the people who take naps, I've got a very quick, simple, easy calculation for you guys in order to know how much you need to nap, how long you need to nap in order to get your Pokemon back up to 100%. Welcome back to another Pokemon Sleep video, it's Bro Vinny here. Now this doesn't apply to anyone who sleeps single session a day because you always get 100% recovery or 100 sleep score. But for those people who want to maintain a relatively high energy throughout the day and are taking naps, you might want to know, well, how long should you nap for? Because the maths aren't as simple as it used to be since the update, because Pokemon can now deplete their energy throughout your nap. Well, I've actually got a very simple way for you to calculate. Now, bear in mind that this is a very close approximation. It isn't exact, so you might be 1 or 2 energies off by the end. And the way that this works is you look at your Pokemon. So for example, this Pikachu here who's at 83% energy. Well, before the app update, all you would need to know is how long you should nap for to get 17%. But now we also know that Pokemon would deplete their energy throughout your nap. But because the depletion of the energy is at half the speed as the gain of energy throughout the nap, all you gotta do is take the difference between 100 and this number. So for example, 83, so 100 minus 83, which is exactly how much you want, so 17%, and you times that number by 2. And that is the sleep score you want, so in this case, 34. In order to bring this Pikachu back to 100%, then all you gotta do is multiply that 34 by 0.085, which will give you 2.89. So this is how long you should sleep in hours to recover this energy back to 100%. And yes, it does account for the depletion of the energy. So where did I get this number, 0.085? That's actually really simple. That's just 8.5 hours divided by 100. Because in 8.5 hours, you can get 100 sleep score. So of course, if this is the sleep score and this is the hours, this would just be a constant ratio that you can multiply any sleep score by in order to know how long you need to sleep for in terms of hours. So let's do that again on the calculator. So I want 17% added to where I started tracking. But of course, because of the depletion of the energy throughout the sleep, we also have to account for that. So it's 17 times 2, which is 34, and times 0.085, which gives me 2.89 hours. So let's say anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours. It doesn't have to be exact. You probably don't need to hit exactly 100 sleep score, but this is just a quick way to know how long your nap needs to be for in order to get to 100% again. Of course, you also need to modify for things like energy recovery up or down nature, or if you have an energy recovery bonus Pokemon on the team. And just for simplicity, if you happen to actually have energy recovery bonus on the team, that will nearly neutralize energy down nature. So then you don't really need to factor that in. But I'm not going to dive into that in this video. Again, I didn't want to go through all the complicated maths again. I just wanted to give you guys a quick calculation to know approximately how much you need to sleep in order to get back to a very high energy. Now you can't use this maths if your energy is very low already. And that's because if you start on very low energy, well, your Pokemon, once it hits 0% during the depletion throughout the nap or the session, then it can't deplete anymore. It's going to hit the floor of 0. So then this formula wouldn't work. You'd have to specifically calculate for that Pokemon, that energy, for each sleep score. Just to give you guys one simple formula, all you guys need to do is take the energy that you want, so in this case it's 17%, but we'll call that E, the energy that you want, times by 2, and then times by 0.085, which ends up being 0.17 times the energy that you want. And this is the only formula that you'll need for a simple, quick calculation for a nap session. And you can see that if I times the 17% energy that I want by 0.17, I once again come back to the number 2.89 hours. So anywhere between 2.5 to 3 hours would be a good nap session. So the magic number to remember is 0.17. I know some of you have said that the mathing is getting a bit too complicated in previous videos, so I've tried to simplify it for you guys to help you enjoy the game a bit more. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe.